And the first card that comes up is the Knight of Pentacles. And I absolutely do feel like this is you. You know, this is your sign, you're an earth sign. This could be Virgo or Taurus, Taurus or Capricorn, but I just feel like it's absolutely you. This happened for Gemini too. I think it was King of Swords came up in the first position of the reading. So whenever that happens, I feel, especially if it's connected to your particular element, I do feel like it's you, Virgo. And this indicates an auspicious occasion, new offer of employment, new beginnings where your money is concerned, financial stability coming, the falcon above. See that falcon flying above? He indicates loyalty, so you do have support. And so it feels like some of you are being offered new jobs, new commitments, ventures. I'm hearing venture capitalists. So if you've needed money, then maybe that's coming through for you. And you're feeling like you can, pull through on some of the plans you've had. I do feel like some of you, you could be offered employment where, you are moving locations, residences. This can come too after sort of like an apprenticeship. So if any of you have been in training or taking online courses and there's an opportunity to grow that into actual money, income, now you're ready to manifest, then that could be what this card is. It doesn't always mean, travel just because she's on the horse, but it's about manifestation. Yeah, I'm just ready to implement new ideas. Seeing new ideas. Let's see, those pink flowers are getting my attention. And those are ponies? Yeah, for business and opportunities. P-O-E-N-I. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. P-O-N-I-E-S. They're a very common flower, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, but they're for accomplishment in business. Accomplishment in business. Okay. So that feels good for me, for you. The sky is, nice soft clouds. You've come a long way to do this. It's not been without work. The next card is interesting that comes up is the Nine of Swords. This deck calls it the Nine of Themes. And the reason it's interesting to me because this is about worrying, staying up at night, thinking too much, overly worried, being concerned, crying. As you can see, she has her quilt up against her face, and yet the light is shining on her. So basically what this means is that what your worries are not based in reality. You may be over worrying and just like, how am I going to make things happen? Say this is a new opportunity for you to grow, and you don't have enough, or you feel like you don't have enough to invest into a business deal. How am I going to make this happen? If I take this opportunity, is it going to pay my bills? Is it because I need to, if you are moving, then I'm leaving friends, that kind of feeling. And that is reality, yes, but it could be that you see your friends, they come visit you, or you make new friends. So I guess the whole point of it is that you're overreacting a little bit, or you could be overreacting. Again, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So watch your Moon and Rising if this doesn't resonate. It won't with all Virgos, of course, but with some of you it will. Yeah, I feel like, she is not paying attention to the light. Let's just put it that way. The light that's shining in beside her. Or some of you, it could be some of you have even had bad dreams, or your dreams are keeping you up at night. But again, it feels internal. And the reason these two cards are facing each other, and I pay attention to that. So if this is a great new opportunity, there's still something that you're thinking, well, the what ifs. What if this happens? Or what if this doesn't work out the way it's supposed to? Or how can I be sure of it? Or or if it's, leaving behind others and you're worried about them, children, parents, elderly parents, or, you're younger and they're mid-age parents. It just feels like these two could be connected. Let me know in the comments below. I'm seeing if there's anything else that's standing out to me. Well, this bat is a symbol of releasing fears. So that's really what this card is about for you guys, Virgo, is just release fears. Let the light in your life. Let the light in your life, because your last card is the Eight of Chalices, which is the same as the Eight of Cups. And this is the life changer card. This is absolutely when, we really do move. I mean, physically move to another location, another locale, or we move to a new job. We move past situations, like you can see these 8 cups in the background. He has solved all the problems there. He's gotten everything straight so that he can move forward. See, he has his walking stick and the bird has his arms open like he's, expanding his wings, guidance. This guy has his hand on his chin. He doesn't know exactly how this new venture is going to work out, but he does have some plans in his satchel right here. Some like physical written plans, or what you'd think of as architect plans. But he's thinking, well, this could be a great situation for me. I'm leaving the past behind, any negative situations, and you're ready to move on. Again, this is a life-changing card, and it is about your emotions too, because of the water, and it's the cups. There's something about your emotions that come up the last couple of weeks of January, Virgo. Because these two are personal development. And this is personal development with your money. This is about your physical self and you emotionally being able to move on. And yet you're thinking a lot about it in the middle. But really with this, you're taking lessons learned with you and goals. Maybe if you abandon some of your goals before and you're ready to get back on track, then that could be what that's about. You may have abandoned a relationship, or it's the ending of or ending of a relationship. Could have abandoned a project, or it's just the ending of emotions here, but yet stable enough to move forward. It's like you've outgrown either the company you've worked for or the emotional state you've been in. And looking towards the green here. And, the universe is being supportive of you. So interesting cards. Again, good cards here. This is just about your thinking too much. Let's pull some clarification cards. Okay, so, the Tower in reverse. So normally the Tower is about walls falling down, major life changes, but major things happen in our life, sudden changes that really rock our world. And as you can see, upright, this card would look like this. It is in reverse, and it did fall on this sword card where she's staying up at night. So you're a little bit hesitant in some ways, but again, I think that you're ready for changes. This is interesting. Now the Devil card comes up in reverse. So the Devil card is usually about feeling bound towards physical stuff. Like it could be addictions. It could be being tied in a relationship, being tied to a financial, to a mortgage where you need to get out of the house. And I don't mean literally walk out of it, but I mean you need to get away from the financial burden of the house. It is in reverse. So it could mean that you're starting to see a little bit of relief from that, or that's you're able to sort out things. You're able to, the Tower in reverse in this situation. Or excuse me, I've talked about the Tower, the Devil in reverse. So addiction, so you're not feeling strained, or the cards are telling you don't feel as strained as or worried or bound because you're moving forward. The Page of Swords comes up. And the Page of Swords is usually a younger person or an idea that's a new beginning for you. The sword is about our thinking, so you're coming up with new thoughts, new ideas. Well, and then the Chariot card comes up sideways. All right, and it connects both the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Chalices. It's on top of the Nine of Swords. So, I've been saying that these two really feel like this is good working environment or an auspicious situation, good situation, and it's going to cause you to make some major life changes. And the Chariot card, yeah, he's also ready to move on a journey. He's ready to go on a journey. Feels like some of you are on a new journey. Well, and then I'm not throwing these out sideways. They're coming out like that. It's interesting. I usually throw them down and they come up reversed or not. But yours are coming out sideways, Virgo. So this is the sun, and the sun usually comes up where it's very happy, cheery, bright. There's hope, there's optimism, there's joy. And it usually comes after hard work. It's not like you have not earned it. You have earned it. So I would feel every bit of joy that you can this particular 2 weeks, because I think that like I said, you really deserved everything that's coming up for you. Then the Page of Cups came up. You had another page, the Page of Swords. So this is new feelings in your heart, new emotions, happiness, cheerfulness, feeling guided by your intuition and by insights. Here's a fish right here. So this could make you very happy on the inside. The Six of Rods comes up in the reverse. You'll have had more reversals in your clarification cards. So this is a fire sign, usually Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And, I said that, and he's not a court card. So it's interesting I said that, but there's so much red in this card that I'm going to go ahead and go with it. That this person represents the Six of Rods. And the Six of Rods is actually about accomplishment, public acclaim, acknowledgement for a job well done. And again, it's not like you haven't worked for it. This guy has earned every bit of this. I wonder if possibly this person, because I'm feeling if it's a fire sign, could maybe be a competitor or someone that you beat out on a job. I'm not sure. And I don't like the word beat, but maybe you got the employment or you got the position and he or she didn't. Yeah, some of you really have Five of Pentacles. You've had some struggles over your money and your finances, or at least you've been concerned over them. That could be what the Nine of Swords is about, is you've had support. Someone's helped you out, or maybe they have or haven't. But the next would be the Six, which would be harmony in your money. So, and generosity. But you've had to think about your money. The Queen of Cups comes up. Okay, so this really is, again, about your emotions this month. This Queen is very warm and inviting. She's loving. She's nurturing. She's a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This could be someone who you lean on, or who mothers you or nurtures you. It could be your rising sign or moon, but so take a look at that. But I'm feeling very soft when I think of her around you. This could be who, maybe if you needed a loan, this person helped you out and was like, okay, yeah, here you go. I'll help you out for the time being. And when you can pay me back, you can pay me back, or whatever arrangement you all made. But she comes up very, very soft in this reading. So you had some cup cards. All right, Virgo, interesting read. It does feel definitely about new ventures, moving on, getting past what's worrying you. Release that. Okay, so numerologically, we have the Knight, which is 1. All the court cards are 1. 9 is 10. 8 is 18. And 1 and 8 is 9. And in numerology, 9 is about compassion, service. And I feel like for you all, it's about being compassionate towards yourself and of being service to others, but both. While you're being compassionate and servicing others, do it for yourself as well. And I'm going to go ahead and go with the 18 and not break that down on the major arcana cards. And the number 18 is the Moon card. in traditional tarot. So the moon card is about, if you think about it, normally what they look like in most decks is there's this path with a coyote on each side. It looks kind of scary, and there's a big moon that looks like the path leads toward. And there's also a crab in the art. So the moon card is about having fear around our choices or which way do we go. It also is about our intuition because of that moon. So I think that comes up here as the caution is to let that fear go, use your inner intuition and guidance, and feel good about where you are, because I think a lot of you are definitely moving forward.